this is Paul. Yes. The fraud on the market principle. Oh, I just wanted to know those corporations that have been paying for their top secret way of doing things. You haven't intentionally increased your ad revenue using any sort of technology. Oh, could be a fraud on the market. Healthcare fraud. A healthcare provider's false statement or representation made in order to claim a higher payment for healthcare services than the actual entitled to. I oftentimes Google my own name to find out if there's anything I need to know as a citizen, and then I Google the names of those that I care about. I noticed that Budnick, Heidi. Yes, there's some sort of healthcare breach or something. Yes, where all of my sons' names are included and then their birth dates are included. Yes. Could you Google Budnick and then Heidi, Bishop, Deacon, Zachary, Maximilian, and Benjamin? Yes. Somebody has obviously hacked some sort of software used by medical professionals? Yes, yes, yes. Because it's more than just their names. There's like thousands of names of individuals that it's like, did they get educated or did they not get educated, or they're active or they're not active? Yes. I put it on my drive, but I thought, you know what, I better erase it. That way I wouldn't be divulging that I had the actual, oh, I do have the birth dates of my sons. I have their birth certificates and I'm named as their father. So why don't you Google for yourself, Budnick, Paul, and then you can see what I am in the links. Then Budnick, Zachary, Bishop, and Deacon, Maximilian, and Benjamin. Looks like there's been some sort of divulging of something involving healthcare. In fact, can you get me the actual bills? Yes. Of all the healthcare providers that know about my wife's issuance of a protection order where it happens to be international baby abduction in violation of the Hague Conventions. It could be, oops, excuse me. It could be that those that provided any and all medical attention to them, yes, get me their Apple account. Melinda, my gosh, no, is it Molinda? I know that, did somebody hack into somebody's server and decide to put thousands upon thousands of names and birth dates of those that are patients on the internet so that you could Google search for them? Because I'll sue you for that, for divulging the names of my sons. Yes. As well as their birth dates. Yes. As well as any of their patient information. Now, as a father, I take privacy very, very seriously, and there's the fraud in identity fraud. Now, this healthcare fraud, yes, without my consent as their father, from July 8th of 2011, when you issued the first protection order, yes, every time they went to see a doctor, a dentist, an orthodontist, an eye doctor, without my consent, I'm going to sue you for that. You had an obligation to not issue a protection order unless I was a resident of the state of Washington. Yes. And making sure that the statutes of the state are enforced, that I was given 5 court days prior to having court hearings. So the first 3, the temporary order, and the protection order, the permanent protection order that I was arrested for violating, yes, every individual as a professional that they've talked to for over 7 years, I'm going to sue every fucking one of them. Now, I have told you that it's against the law to do what you're doing. Boom! See this mail returned unclaimed? Yes. When you gave custody to my sons, Judge Warren, you gave custody without me having any due process as the father. That means you gave complete custody for every decision of every medical practitioner that they visited from the time that you issued the dissolution of marriage until today. Now, if you wanted to stop the healthcare fraud right now, because I'm going to want to know, okay? I'm going to want to know every fucking person they've talked to, because you don't.